So on Friday you are going to need to transfer your Schoology grade into Skyward. Now the beauty of this is that you're really only moving one score at this point so that it's accurate for record keeping. Any late work made up, you could still go back into Schoology and change that grade and then come into Skyward to request that grade change. Remember, you're moving one grade. So whether you do categories in Schoology, you weight your categories, or do straight point totals, it really doesn't make any difference because all of those records are in Schoology. You're moving a percent and a grade. But you still have to set up your grade book. So when you go into your grade book, and you click on a course, you're still going to see that you need to set it up for the first time. So you already set it up in Schoology and you decided whether you were doing straight point totals or you were going to weight categories. At this point, that really doesn't make any difference because your grade is finalized. But you do need to set it up this way. So you can either do it on percents or, like I do, total points. And you've done this in the past. The best way would be to do these. Now, the categories are not even going to matter because, like I said, no matter what grade category you put them in, that is a record of scorekeeping now on Schoology. So you're really just moving in that one grade. So now once your grade book is all set up and you go into that same class like I just did, you're going to see that your quarter one is ready to grade. And the best way to do this then is just to enter a quarter one grade adjustment. Keeping in mind, remember, that no matter if you do straight point totals or if you do percents, you did that all in Schoology already, so you're really just sticking in a final grade. So enter your grade for that student. Stick in their percent, and remember you can modify it based on what they got. You could add a comment on that grade. And here's where you'd add an incomplete if they're not ready. And then continue to post all of your grades in your gradebook, and then just hit the Save button. And now you see when I go back to my gradebook, I've got a grade in for that student, and that's really all we need you to enter at this point. So you're going to take your percents and totals from Schoology and just simply transfer those grades in. Now while entering these grades in, keep in mind that we are also going to be entering a quarter two grade as well in the same fashion. So you're going to want to make sure that when you go into your semester one, you set those grade calculations up as well. For example, I use weighted term grades. So I want 50% of quarter one and 50% of quarter two to equal 100% of semester one. So I don't know how you do that, but I always just use 50-50 to equal 100. And that way, I've already got that set up now. When I go in and stick in my quarter two grade at the end, it's going to adjust using the percents based on that. So just to show you how that look, say I have a student and this is not his grade by the way, but I stick in a and I adjust it to a 99%, I adjust his percentage to a 99% in A and hit save. I now, in semester 2, have that student getting a 60% and click save. Because I have told my semester to take 50 and 50, it's going to take whatever percent I put in for quarter one and quarter two, average them out 50% each, giving this person a semester grade of a C+. So that's how those grades are going to work. We're going to stick that quarter one grade in, then that quarter two grade in. Again, you just need to set up your grade book, set up your semester calculation method, and then go ahead and enter your grades in manually from Schoology. And keep in mind, do not do categories because all of that has been taken care of on the back end in Schoology. I will be around all day on Friday, so if you need any help or assistance with this, just let me know.